Welcome to Fritzing. This is an introduction to Fritzing to those who are new to this software. Alright, so this will be the welcome page for the Fritzing. What you have in this welcome page. Right, from here, this header here will lead to you to another page. Right, back to the welcome page. What you have over here. Right. So on this top left panel, you have the recent sketches that you have been working on. Okay. So if you want to open a new sketch, you will click this. Okay. For a new work, new sketch. You want to open a work that you have saved in your folder, then you click open sketch. Okay. Then you find the work that you have saved in your folder. Right. Okay, on the right here, you have the panel parts and inspector. Okay, so we go to the breadboard page. Okay, so if on the breadboard page, the report given is your breadboard. So if you don't want the breadboard, you just click the item. Okay, you have to click the item. You can see the line, broken line, the envelope, the breadboard. Okay, that means you have selected the breadboard, then click delete. Okay, on the right part here, on the right you have the panel for the core parts, for the parts and inspector. Okay, at times if this panel is hidden, okay, so basically you will go to window. Okay, if if it is hidden, you go to window, then you click parts, then you click inspector. Okay, then you can have it back. Okay, Okay. Alright, so on this panel, on the parts, okay, so here are the core parts, okay, displayed over here. So if you want other list of parts, okay, can click over here. Let's say you want Arduino, it will be the Arduino part. Okay, we are working with Arduino. But for our needs, for our lab work, we will use the core parts here more than sufficient for our electronics needs. Okay, so once you click now we browse through what you have inside the core parts. So you have the basic components, you have the input, okay, input parts, you have the output parts. Okay, outputs for Arduino also, textile parts, IC, power, microcontroller. Okay, you have a computer, you have connection, and the breadboard. Okay, your breadboard. Okay, but now let's say this basic part, resistor. Okay, once you click on this resistor, the parameters will be shown at the inspector here. Okay, now this resistor that I click. Okay, so if I bring it out, okay, so what's the parameter of this resistor? So the way when I bring one out, it will label sequentially R1. So in the breadboard view, will be this. So in the schematic view, in the PCB view, okay, let's say I click schematic. Okay. Okay, so the schematic view. On the PCB view, okay, so you have the components, okay, on the PCB. Okay, back to breadboard view. Okay, right, so you want to see the parameter of, you have to click the components, then you can see the parameter at the inspector. So now this resistor, okay, it is 220 ohm. Okay, so the color band will correspond to the data over here. So if I change to other values, okay, let's say 1 kilo ohm, your color band will correspond to the value in the parameters there. Okay, so you need to change the value. You have to go to the parameters, change the value. Same as okay, this capacitor. Okay, so this when you pull out, it will give you the data labeled as C1. Okay, so what's the value? Okay, default is given here. So you need to change the value, then you go to change here. Okay, now 100 nanofarad. So you want to change to 10 nanofarad. You may do so. Okay. So now it is 10 nanofarad. You want to change the voltage. Okay, you can do so over here. Okay, so you can change the data. So by clicking the components, then go to the inspector panel and do the changes at the parameter, okay, accordingly. Okay, we describe to you, okay, describe to you what are the detail for the component. Okay, pin 0, pin 1. Okay, terminal name. Okay, same as here. Right, let's explore over here the view. Okay, view. Okay, in the view here, you can, there are a few things over here that's very useful for your use. Okay, you want to zoom in. Okay, shortcut and control and the plus key. Okay, so control and plus key, zoom out, control and the minus key. And hit in window, control 0. Okay. So I press control and the plus key, okay, control and minus key, zoom in, zoom out, control 0, okay, maximize on your workspace. Okay, the other view, in view, okay, the other control given to you is actual size. Okay, actual size, control shift 0 or you can click here. Okay, so these will be the actual size of your components. Okay, also have the components. Okay, if I click this component, I want to know the actual size, view, actual size. Okay, okay, so this is the actual size. I want to actual size the register, I click this, okay, view, okay, so this is the actual size. Okay, next thing you can go into here, okay. Okay, this control, align to grid. Okay, what is align to grid? So let me zoom out. If you can see the grid, okay, this grid, the square lines. Okay, these square lines, if you want to hide, then this select show to grid, okay, will be hidden. So this grid helps you to arrange component. So it's good to have show grid, right? And this control aside align to grid. Okay, we select align to grid. What it means is that the movement of the components is following the grid. Okay, if you look the small step of the components, every small step is following the box. Okay, follow the grid. So if I take this component, okay, if you look at the leg here, it's following the grid, same as this here. Okay. So what is the size of this grid? The size of this grid is actually 0.1 inch. Okay, 0.1 inch or 8 millimeter, 2.54. Okay. So when you resort to default, you will go set to 0.1 inch. Okay. So it is good to leave it at 0.1 inch. Okay. So the grid. Why is it so? Okay. Later we go into that. Okay, other things I want you to explore is okay, rotate. Okay, so if I want to rotate, I click this. Okay, then you can rotate. Okay, small step 45 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees. Okay, and you can rotate by clicking right click. Okay, right click on the component and you can rotate. Okay, you can duplicate. Okay. Okay, copy, Control C, duplicate, Control D, or delete, press the delete key. Okay, edit new parts, add to bin. Okay, show part level. Okay, let's say I want to show part level. Okay, show part level. Okay, R1, K1. I want to show part level. What's a part? Okay, show part level. Okay, if not, you want to hide. Okay, hide part level, right click. Alright, so the edit. Okay, next You can undo, shortcut the Control plus Z, redo, Control plus Y. Okay, select all, Control plus A. Okay, these are useful shortcut. Okay, Control Z, Control Y, redo, Control Z, undo, Control A. Okay, select all. Okay, let's say I want to remove all this. Try Control A. Okay, and I press delete. Okay, press delete. Okay, for now, we will take out the breadboard. Okay, so breadboard. Okay, now we have the breadboard out. So what are the type of breadboard we can use in Fritzing? Right, if you have the breadboard selected, if you go to the inspector, you have a few variety of breadboard. Okay, for now it's a full length breadboard with the negative and positive rail. Okay, so you can have a full breadboard without the positive and negative rail. Okay, so what else do you have here? You can have a half breadboard with a positive negative rail, and you can have a half breadboard without the rail. Right, just to share with you. Okay, so if you look at the breadboard holes, okay, the distance of the holes between one to the other, they are having a grid of 0.1 inch. Okay, so if you observe the distance of the hole same as the grid size, 0.1 inch apart. Okay, 0.1 inch apart. So if I bring out a component, for example a resistor. Okay, a resistor. Okay, so if you set the resistor aligned to the components, the window set aligned to grid, aligned to grid. So what happens is that the movement of the components, if you move them, okay, it will be a step of 0.1 inches. So you move according to the grid position as according to the holes on the breadboard. Okay, so this is will help you in the positioning of the component. Okay, so you follow the grid as set at the window. Okay, at the window here. Sorry, at the view. Okay, align to grid. Okay, again, if you want to rotate the component, you can right click. Rotate the component. You can copy. Okay, shortcut Ctrl C, you can duplicate Ctrl D, you can delete. Okay, you have to select the item first, and you can delete, and you can show the part label. Okay, or you can rotate with this. Okay, so this icon here, you click the component, the item, and you can rotate. Okay, you can flip a diode. Can I flip a diode? Okay, diode you can flip here. Flip, what kind of flip? Flip vertical, flip horizontal. If flip horizontal, then the polarity will change. Okay, flip. Okay, so not all components you can flip. So like a resistor here, there's no polarity. Okay, so they are not necessarily to be flipped. So certain components you can flip. Okay, for here, just to show to you that the movement of the components will follow the grid as you set at the view here, aligned to grid. Okay, so this topic I will end here, then we will go to the next lesson. Okay, again, how to navigate in Fritzing. Okay, so for now I will end the lesson. I will continue to another lesson on how to mount components on the strip board. Thanks for now.